Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today is July 25th, 2017. And yesterday, I was watching some videos on YouTube with my daughter. Um, they were like 10 things you can do, or the top 10 things to do in San Francisco, something to that effect. And watching that video made me think of a job I used to have, and I don't know why in the world that made that pop into my head. And it was a job I worked at in San Diego, downtown San Diego at the airport, and it was Hertz. And I believe I worked there in 1998 to 99, almost a year and a half. I think I was there, and that was my favorite job. I mean, I had a lot of jobs, but that was the best job I ever had. And if I ever go back to San Diego, I will try to get a job. If they're still doing that type of thing, I would definitely go and apply at Hertz. And you get what I liked about it, you can drive different cars, and my favorite cars to drive because we had to either take cars to different Hertz throughout San Diego County or bring cars from other Hertz dealerships back to the airport. And my favorite cars to drive were the Sebring, the Chrysler Sebring, the convertible one, or the Lincoln Town car. My God, the Lincoln Town car was so freaking fast, and it was like flying an airplane. It was just so freaking smooth. That car was just, oh, that was a really freaking nice car. And driving the Sebring, putting the top down, like it's driving like it's yours, and no darn well it ain't. But I used to love those two cars. I've driven the Mustang, the convertible ones, and the non-convertible ones. I didn't care too much for the Mustang. To me, it felt a little rough. Like to me, it felt like a Jeep, and didn't like the way it drove on the expressway. But what I was telling my daughter that I remember these people came from England, and it was just so freaking hilarious. They were from England, and she was in the car with this other. I can't remember who she was in the car with, but it was more than one person, and they had stopped me because they were still in the parking lot of Hertz because they just got there, and waved me over and said, "Miss, can you come and help me?" And she was like, "I haven't the slightest idea how to get this car to move." And I'm like, and she said, "Because I'm from England, and we have my cat is making all kinds of freaking noise over there." And um, she was saying from England, and we just drive standards. And I'm like, wow. I mean, you would think. I mean, even though I knew it, but back then you ain't thinking like you should be thinking. You're not always on it. And she said, "How do you make the car go forward?" I said, "You put it in drive. You put your foot on the brake and put it in drive, and you don't have to do anything else. Just put the car in drive, and then put your in. Once you put it in drive, you put, you know, your foot on the gas." And I said, "You don't have to do reverse. You don't have to do anything. But when you park, you put it in park, but you have to put your foot on the brake to put it in park. Everything whether you want to put it in park, reverse, drive, or any other gear, you need to put your foot on the brake. Better safe than sorry." But and so she said, "Oh, okay." Because I just didn't understand how to get this car to go. I'm like, wow, you think anybody automatic is like you should automatically know how to get this car going. And it was just so weird that she didn't know how to drive it, and as she pulled off, she was just jerking like. I'm like, I'm like, I hope she learns how to drive this car because I can only see you jerking like this if you are in a manual car, manual transmission. She was jerking all the way out of that parking lot. I was like, oh my God, I hope she, end up learning that she doesn't have to do all that. But I was like, my God, this lady's gonna cause a major accident out there. But that was just weird. That was a weird thing to see someone driving an automatic and jerking all the way out of the parking lot of Hertz. So it's like I it's just, if I would have went to England, rented a car, more than likely would have been a standard, and I wouldn't have been able to drive that car at all. But not if I didn't know how to drive one, but I know how to drive one, and I learned real quick. Oh my God, I can't even talk. I drove to California with my sister, and she had a manual car, and that's how I learned to drive. From she We left Virginia in '91 to go to San Diego, and I helped her drive, and that's how I learned. But I never thought in a million years that when I got to San Diego, I bought me a car, and San Diego has a lot of hills, and it didn't. God, and I remember one day I was driving, I was on this hill, had the light had turned red, and I was the first one in the line. I was like looking behind. I was like, "There's no one behind me." I was like, "I hope this light changed before people get behind me," because I never stopped on a hill because I wasn't that. I mean, I was good at driving on flat roads, but I never encountered a hill that I'm going to be at the top and I could roll back. And I was like, "Oh my God, please let me get this car going without hitting this car behind me," because that light lasted at least a year. And I looked back and it was tons of people behind me. It's like, I don't want to hold up traffic. I hope I can get it right the first go. And when that light turned green, I put that car. It was already in first gear. I just went and it moved, and I was like, thank God, because the more I thought about it, it would have probably been a big old catastrophe, and people would have been totally ticked. But that was the worst experience in a manual car, and you only learn driving on flat land, no hills. So I'm if you ever buy a standard car, buy it in California because you're gonna learn real freaking quick how to get that thing going. Um, so yeah, to get it going, and you don't want to hold up traffic. California is a perfect place to learn how to drive a standard because you're gonna have to get it right. So I'm gonna end this video here. And I can't believe it's all over 8 minute video, but I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to share this video, share it. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe. And you guys have a great day and take care. Bye bye.